Hey, it's Captain Roger. Let's go for a walk. So, I really tried to stick to stories of people who've had positive walks with God and how we can learn from that. But there's this one story in the book of Numbers that's just plain weird, which makes me want to share it because I love weird things, being one myself. After a few chapters of census data, God tells Moses to get anyone who's defiled out of the camp. They needed to go get well, or make restitution for whatever damages they had caused, or confess their sin and be redeemed before they can come back. And then after that, we're given instructions on casting a spell. It's one specific kind of spell. It comes down to this. If a man thinks his wife has been cheating on him, but he can't prove it, he gets to bring her into the tabernacle for a kind of a trial. And he has to bring an offering of grain because of his jealousy. And he then stands his wife before the priest, and he pulls out any pins or bows and lets her hair down. And then he has her put her hands into that grain that he just brought as an offering. Then the priest scrapes some dirt off the floor, puts a pinch of it into a jar of pure water, and has the wife take a vow that she has been faithful, and warns her that if she's lying, she'll be cursed. And then the priest writes that all down on a piece of paper that he dunks into the jar of now muddy water, and he has her drink it. At this point, we're told, if she's guilty, she'll have a miscarriage and become barren forever. But if she's innocent, try not to get hit by a car here. If she's innocent, then she gets to go home after that with her winner of a husband, but her childbearing ability will be intact. Now, well, this is crazy. I got to tell you, there was another rule in that region at this time in history. In the Code of Hammurabi, there's a rule that says if a man accuses his woman of infidelity and there was no proof, then she had to jump or be thrown into a river. And if she survived, she was deemed to be guilty and required to pay a fine. I guess that means if she drowned, she's innocent. So when we think about this story about the priest and the water and Numbers, why would God use such strange, sorcery-tinged method of proving a woman's innocence or guilt? Well, how about this? Because it didn't result in an innocent woman being drowned. After all, what are the chances that drinking pure water with a little bit of dust thrown into it is going to cause anyone any real harm? None. Unless there is divine intervention or someone's guilt triggers some kind of a psychosomatic or placebo response to the ritual. Like I said, this is a weird thing. But I do think there's a point, and here's what I think it might be. When we walk with God, He's always looking to move us forward, to help us grow closer to being what He made us to be. In a world where people's lives were put in danger and the ones who died were declared innocent, doesn't this little tabernacle story sound like a step forward? It's as if God was trying to get His people to release living in the moment, where a strong and unjustified emotion like jealousy could lead to one person being dead and the community thinking, well, that's okay. Like, maybe God really wants us to learn that it's possible for all of us to get along without negative emotions or thoughtless actions, so we could learn to walk together the way we walk with God. Speaking of which, I need to finish my walk. I'll see you tomorrow. Grace and peace to y'all.